I'm here with Josh Giddey, guard for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Josh, how's it going?
It's going great. Media day is always fun, so it's good to be here.
Are you getting through the day okay?
Trying my best. The first couple of hours are the easiest, but I guess when you get to the back end, that's
so
when it's tough.
are we on the back end now?
This is the back end.
This
yeah.
is the back end. Welcome to the back end, everybody. So tell me about Team Australia. Like, give me maybe your best story or like your best experience from Team Australia.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, it was something I hadn't really done before, getting to be able to play with these guys that have been, a part of the program for 15 years and that have led the way representing the green and gold and won the first ever medal. And it was always something I wanted to be a part of growing up as a kid. And thankfully, I had the chance to do it. Right at the end of Patty and Joe and Deli and these guys' international careers, so it's awesome to be a part of, and the stories that are with the team probably can't be shared on a podcast. But,
why not?
I don't know, they're just not podcast rated, but
okay.
It's always a lot of fun being with the guys. It's a great group, and it was a great time playing in the World Cup.
What did it feel like? Because, I think people sometimes forget this because you've been in the league a couple years. Like, you're still outrageously young, especially for a guy heading into year 3. What was it like being the on-court leader of that team?
It was fun. Something I embraced, and I knew coming in that it was probably going to be that way. And we have these veterans that have been around for years, as I said, and they're still technically the leaders of the group, and they're the ones that have built this program up to what it is. And they've set the bar, and it's up to us new guys to come in and reach it. But being a point guard for the team, you kind of have to be that voice, and you have to be able to lead guys and keep guys on the same page and keep the group together. And that's what I tried to do with our team. And it's easier, said than done. Trying to keep 12 NBA guys that have had experience at the international level. And be able to give them instructions and keep everyone together. It's not an easy job as a point guard by no means, but that challenge is something I embrace and want to do. And I think, thankfully Paris Olympics is 9 months away and we get another crack there. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to the next one. What's
one thing that you're better at today than you were that game against Minnesota? You say, I feel definitively better at this skill.
Drawing fouls.
Drawing fouls.
That's the one thing I feel. I mean, I don't know, because I haven't played an NBA game since then, but
yeah.
The one thing coming into FIBA that I put an emphasis on was getting to the free throw line, and I got there at at a pretty good rate, and it was something I struggled with my first 2 years in the NBA, and I needed to get better at. So hopefully that can carry over. I know it's 2 different game styles, it's officiated differently, but hopefully that's one thing that can carry over to the NBA.
How do you get better at that?
A lot of it's putting pressure on the rim, and you put pressure on the refs to blow the whistle. And I think my first 2 years, I settled for a lot of floaters and shots in that mid-range area, that 5 to 10 foot area, opposed to getting all the way downhill to the rim. And I think with my size and I'm letting teams off the hook by shooting these floaters and things. And by all means, it's not a bad shot if it's there and you take it. But I think I settled too much and just putting an emphasis on getting to the rim, and that puts pressure on the refs to make the call and blow the whistle.
Who's a teammate that you think is most improved?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, guys have all come back really good.
I mean, I know everybody's going to be better. Yeah. I just need give me a name. Give me one guy that you're just like, wow, I didn't realize that they were going to be this good.
I think Usman, he looks really good. He looks strong. He in the pickup runs, he looks like he's shooting it really well. He's playing confidently, and he looks good. And he's still a baby, He's the baby of the team, and but he looks good. And I think last year would have been tough for him in and out the rotation and not playing a whole lot. But he's looked like he's had a really good summer when he's come back, and he's ready to hit the ground running and have a big second year.
What's your excitement level to get on the court with Chet like?
Oh man, very excited. That was the one. I always wanted. In that draft class, he was the guy that I wanted, and I made that pretty known. Chet was the guy I wanted to play with, and I was very thankful when he got drafted here. And I felt like the first day we stepped on the floor together, there was chemistry, and I don't know where it came from. And but for a pass-first guy like myself, playing with a guy with his skill set is like a dream situation. And we had a taste of it at Summer League and in open runs and things like that. But it feels like the chemistry's gotten better and better. And he can stretch the floor for us. He can play above the rim. Defensively, he changes the whole dynamic of what we do. I think he protects the rim as good as anyone in the league. So he's going to be awesome for us and hopefully take our team to another level. But on the same note, it's also about keeping the flow we've had with this team and integrating him into it without disrupting that. So he's great in that aspect. He knows the importance he is to this team, but also not wanting to mess with kind of the flow that this group has had over the last couple seasons.
How good do you think you guys can be this year?
Good. I mean, we got a good team. We got a lot of guys coming back from last year, and obviously it was a tough way to end the season, losing in Minnesota the way we did, and we were one game away from the playoffs. And obviously every team wants to win as many games as they can every year. It's not a secret, but you know, we know teams have gotten better. Teams have made changes. The West is a pretty tough conference, so
yep.
I think we just take it game by game, and at the end of 82 games, we'll see where we end up. But as long as we keep stacking good days and heading in the right direction, you know, we're going to be okay.
All right, we're going to do some superlatives. Who is the best dressed?
Well, Shea.
Shea. Is there a second best? Is it Dub?
Yeah.
Or is it somebody
Dub's
else?
well. We got a lot of. I mean, our team is pretty, you know, well known for dressing up for games. But I'd say we got a couple of us that can, you know, argue it out for second.
You can say that you're second.
Well,
I think you honestly, I think you need to, because I haven't heard anybody say your name yet today, which I think is a little disrespectful.
I agree. I mean, Shea would probably be the obvious answer for most guys, but yeah, I mean, Dub's well dressed. You know, we got a lot of guys that can you know, put on some clothes.
Who's the funniest?
Funniest. Jay Will's pretty funny.
Okay. Who is the most artistic?
Oh, artistic. I don't even know if we've got any artists on the team. I don't think anybody.
What about like music?
Maybe, yeah, that's what I was gonna. Maybe like Trey.
Yeah.
Trey. He makes a few songs. Yeah, I'd say Trey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Best listener?
Best listener. Ooh, it'd be one of the quiet ones. Probably like Poku or probably Poku. He doesn't say a whole lot, but he can listen.
Okay.